Hello there, what is going on guys? Thanks for stopping by. In this video we're going to be looking at Master Mode Dash Road, the first boss in the Scum Villainy operation. Before we get going, let's quickly go over the core mechanics. Group composition, more often than not, you're going to go with one single tank. It can be done with two if you want a little bit of critical redundancy, if your healers are struggling. We're running this with 5 DPS today, bringing a good mix of ranged and melee, some different classes for the different raid buffs, a little bit of off healing in case something goes wrong. And hopefully making sure that nothing does go wrong, we finish off with our 2 healers, and again bringing a couple of different classes for different raid buffs and a bit of variety. With regard mechanics, everything you know from the previous difficulty is still present, and this fight doesn't change too significantly in the step up to Master Mode. On top of things dealing more damage and having more health, the first thing you might notice is the small portable generator has a much smaller radius than before. And the second thing is the Zuvas that come to try and destroy the generator can no longer be taunted. And now we know what to expect, let's get into the video. Enjoy! So first things first, as the fight begins, head on in. Get the shield generator fired up. Doesn't really matter who in the group does this, but as I'm at the front of the queue on this occasion, it is me. My goal here as the tank is to generate as much threat as possible and then get the boss in position. You'll notice I put my back to this transmitter in the middle. That's to nullify the big frontal push the boss does. And I've kept the boss quite close to the power converter so that the DPS can dot spread, just makes killing everything a little bit easier and a little bit quicker. So here I get knocked up in the air, and as this is a one tank lineup, I call who it's on so the healers can give that person a little bit of attention. And then when I land, just retaunt the boss, get him back in position. One thing that sometimes goes unnoticed, you'll see the power generator's already taken some damage. It doesn't have a very high health pool. However, that health pool will replenish to 100% if you can kill the Zuva ads quickly before the next wave arrives. Basically taking the generator out of combat puts it back up to max health. So here the shield's now run out of power. Our group stays for a little while so the DPS can do more damage on the boss, but we have good experience and good gear. If you are doing this for the first time or with an inexperienced group, I would suggest picking up the shield a little bit quicker because we are now starting to build stacks of the sandstorm. It's advisable to avoid the yellow quicksand. As you go across, it will slow you down significantly. And don't worry if the small portable shield runs out before you get to the next generator. You can still activate it and fire up the big shield. It's only if the converter gets destroyed by the Zuvas that you are in trouble. The 360-degree slam that the boss does is definitely something that will keep your healers on their toes. Keeping your backs to a rock or some ruins will definitely help. However, even in this pool you can see my healers have to work hard to recover the group's health once it's gone off. And here one of my teammates makes a critical error by walking in front of the boss. You can see he gets pushed back away from the boss significantly and takes huge damage. He is so lucky to survive on 1% health. He gets back to the group using gap closes and doesn't die, but wow, really lucky. It's not critical who picks up the portable shield. We choose to let a melee DPS do it because we just know that they will then always be right next to the boss, but same thing could be said for the main tank or an off tank. So personal choice on that one. We are into the 30s. Do you want to make this our last stop?
Yeah.
Sure.
mean, by the time we would be needing to move, the boss will probably be below 20.
Okay, and that little conversation there between group members just confirming that we are not going to move the boss anymore from this position. This will be our final stand. If you have low DPS because you're using 2 tanks or because of inexperience or low gear, you do have 1 more shield generator to go after this one. So even though we're killing it here, there's an option to go 1 more. So no need to panic at this stage. And the shields run out of power again, and as this is our final stop, I immediately fire up my personal shield. I'm not going to need it for anything else. May as well get it on cooldown, prevent more stacks, prevent more damage. And that's all she wrote for this poor successful kill. Not perfect as you saw, but decent. I hope you found the video entertaining and informative, and that it helps you get your Dash Road kill. Yeah. Please let me know in the comments below if this video has helped you. But that is all for me for now. May I wish you good hunting, and I hope to catch you all on another video soon. I'm out.